Oh shit, wait a minute. I don't want to zoom in if I- oh my god. If one more thing happens that is even remotely annoying, I'm going to cry, actually. I'm actually really close. This is embarrassing. I can't be doing this on stream. Hey, everybody. It's okay. I need to turn my mic down because it's too loud. It just, I was about to start and I know my avatar. That's not why I'm frustrated, but it's I forgot to set the stream up last night, and so I was really rushing today because I got out of the shower, and then I was like, oh my god, it's already 3 p.m. because I finished radiation today, and I was happy about that, and I was happy I finished radiation, but I'm already really nervous about next week. And then I got, then I was gonna start the stream, and my dad comes in, he's like, Erlanger's calling, and I'm like, what? And then I was like, they were like, we have to reschedule your appointment on Friday, and I was like, what appointment on Friday? But like, okay, that's fine. But my dad gave me that fucking look he gives me when he just thinks, it makes me feel stupid. It makes me feel stupid when he looks at me like that. It was like, how could you not know you had an appointment on Friday? Is what the look felt like. And it was like, he's like, I don't know, man. No one's brought it up for weeks. And I'm having crap shot in my head. I don't even know why this is to be me. What? I don't want. I already feel so stupid. Cause I don't even my avatar doesn't all look like how I feel right now. Just a lot of frustrating things happened in the past half hour. I know I'm just in a really weird mental state. I'm sorry that I freaked out. I can probably still do it. I just have to calm down. It's just a common issue me and my dad have, because he's really matter of fact, and he doesn't really get a lot of the like issues I have, because like I am autistic, so sometimes it is difficult because he just doesn't get like, why did you do that, or why do you need to do this, or why don't you like how this feels, or why do you feel this way, or like that you have to do this. It's really, I think all it is it's just it stresses me out. I want to stream today. I wanted to talk about, like, you know, I finished my radiation, but I guess there is fear about everything. Afraid that when I go get my MRI after everything, that it won't have worked. I think they call it scan anxiety. I don't want to have this. I don't want to be scared of dying. Pretty obviously. There's nothing I can even do about it right now. Is the game too loud? I can't even hear it. I don't know why I can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? I plugged in my headphones. Not another thing that's wrong. Oh, I know what happened. They broke again. That's so awesome. I love it when that happens.
Oh yeah, and also it's been crashing.
Constantly. So that's another fun thing that's been happening, is I have to restart it every time it happens, and then everything gets messed up, and then I end up forgetting where is my mouse cursor? Jack, I know you're gonna die. It's fine. Why can I still not hear it? Oh wait, no, it's working. Oh, I didn't tap back in. I can hear it, finally. Alright, let's watch this kid die.
That's right, honey. Jack, don't wander off. Stay right here with that. He's not listening to a thing I say, is he?
Not even a little bit.
I want to finish the that's another frustrating thing. I'm sorry to everyone who showed up here for the first time and then I started fucking freaking out. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, the fucking game just crashed. Does the game... Okay, have I pissed off a deity of some kind? Have I pissed off have I pissed someone off? What did I do? Please, I want to play. No. Are you fucking serious? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, it's crashing again. It won't boot. It won't boot. Right when I calm down. Right when I calm down, it won't boot anymore. Please. I hope you loved my Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 stream where all we did was watch the intro and then the game wouldn't boot again. Check config? Where is that exactly? This is what it was doing earlier. I finally got it to boot, even though I have my settings on medium. I got it to boot and I set all the settings to medium so that it would boot, because the issue with chapter 3 was it was taking up too many video resources. I turned all the video resources down and I was like, okay, now that I got in chapter 4, I turn all the video resources down. It's still not booting. I restarted my computer before this stream just to make sure nothing else was going on. Ugh. It's still not working. I love mob games. No. I don't at all think mob games is bad at optimization. I don't at all think that. Ugh. Even worse is I don't have all day to do this because my parents insist on doing this freaking prayer thing every day, and they scheduled it for 7 today, so I can't be streaming for more than 2.5 more hours. And this game won't even start, so I cannot stream it for the little time that I have. Don't eat. I can show you what is going on. Like, it's just, it won't. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh, you like my background? I like my background. It's my cat, Francis the cat 3. I like my background. But anyway, too lazy to hide my icons today. Oh, let's press play. Oh, the game's starting. Thank you for the follow, David Barron. Oh, hello. We'll click on chapter 4. Oh, error. No, it's not working. It's just every single time. I don't know what to do. This has been a good stream. Okay. Maybe we don't today. Maybe we don't play chapter 4 and I'll have to, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would screenshot the error window if I could get it to stay up for more than 2 seconds. Thank you for the follow, Idol. Yeah, Jack didn't want to become doughy. The other chapters do work, because I played chapter 3 just fine. Like, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? I think I took the previous week off because of something I already forgot, because I've been really forgetful lately. We could do something else, I suppose, and then, like, do Poppy tomorrow, or we could just decide to do Poppy tomorrow. I'm not sure. If I were to delete it from Steam and re-download it, though, I feel like it would take a long time. Maybe we could try to screenshot the error really fast, but I have a feeling it's like something about video RAM or something. Oh! I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching anything. Ow. That's loud. I'm not touching it. I'm gonna turn the display capture off. Thank you for the follow, Musy. I'm not gonna touch anything else until we are playing the game. Okay, we're gonna skip the tape. We already saw it. Okay. You got my hopes up. I was excited. I was really excited. You had me hopeful. Want me in my fucking settings. And there it goes. And it's doing it again. Browse local files. Pop playtime chapter 4. Chapter through pro. I don't know what I would be looking for in anything like a log or whatever. All it is just like engine with binaries content. And that's, I'm pretty sure, just like, it looks like it's just fonts and like a cursor. Oh no, okay, last crash. But this doesn't have a file type. Last crash. Edit in Notepad? Okay, well that's really helpful. It just tells me when it last crashed. It doesn't say why, it's just like, well, the game crashed here. We don't know anything else. We don't have anything else. Who needs it? Right? Who needs more information than that? Okay, I don't think that's gonna help either. I have settings.data. I can look at you. That is not a readable font by this computer, okay? What is this? Sentry event? This looks like another sort of log. No, it's just taking note of my computer specs. That's not helpful either. Sentry breadcrumb 1. Yeesh. This is bad. This is a bad showing. Like, yeah, init true. Status crash. Errors 1. Duration, like 57 seconds. It's so helpful that it doesn't tell you what happened. I am reading chat. It just, like, what do you want me to do? I'm in the directory. Like, I'm in the common playtime chapter 4, whatever you linked. That's where I am. It's just this, like, literally nothing helpful in here. We're gonna try and look it up really fast, and if we just legitimately cannot figure out what's wrong with it, then we might have to do this tomorrow, and I'll just, like, try and see if it'll run when I'm not streaming. It is not Steam VR. No, it is not. It's crashing on start. Chapter 4 keeps crashing. This one says where the doctor throws the red smoke, the game crashes. It seems other people are having crashes, but it doesn't seem to be in the same place. Okay, there seems like a lot of crashes in a specific place, but I'm not seeing any crashes on chapter 4 just starting. This person's upset that it's crashing because they didn't even have the DLC, which is an entirely separate issue, and you should just, you know, buy it if you want to play it. Verifying the game files. Do you think that's going to take very long? How do I do that? I forgot how to do that. I've done it before. There. Okay, verifying integrity of files. Yeah, that's 54 gigabytes. If we were to reinstall that, it would be good. Lord, it would take forever. Launch it so you can see the error. Okay. Or, well, we can't do that until we're done validating the files. Well, yeah, we can talk about other stuff. So, for Freedom Planet 2, I worked on mostly, like, environment tiles and stuff. You know. I could show you. I could show you. Let me put something up on screen in case anyone gets here and they're like, what's going on? I don't know what this text is going to say. Oh no, it's just the old chat. Okay. Oh my god, Freddy Fazbear. Game not working. We are trying to fix it. There we go. So that people don't come in here and they're like, what are you doing playing some other thing? That's so you guys even know what's going on. We can just look at this really quick while it's busy and verifying all that stuff. Don't show me. Don't show me. No, don't show me him. Get off the fucking screen. I hate that guy. Oh my god. Don't make me madder than I have been all day. Show me that bitch's ugly mug. Alright. Let's see if we can get the audio coming through. And let me check on Poppy really quick, see where it is on that. Oh, okay. It is seemingly okay now. I don't think it popped up any errors. All 709 files successfully validated. And it still crashed. Alright, I need to shut that game up for a bit. The game is still not letting me. It is still upset. What if we uninstall the other DLC? Wait. That doesn't seem right. Wait, hold on. This is weird. Wait. That's not the right one. Where is it? There. Is this normal that the size of the game is 6.98 gigabytes compared to chapter 3 being 36 gigabytes? Is that supposed to be that way? Do you think it's because it's windowed? Or do you think we need to reinstall it? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, that doesn't look right. Your files are also 6.4 gigabytes? It seems like maybe they did kind of optimize it, but then why is it still not running? Don't know what's wrong with the third chapter. What if we uninstall the last two chapters and go ahead and give it an update? And now let's try to launch it. And fine, because you're insistent on it. Then I will try and see. At this point, I can't even get the game to show up when it launches, so I'm trying to get it so you can see the error. You know what? Okay, we'll just do the display and then we'll... That's your error, okay? There you go. And I'm not closing it. It just closes like that normally. I can't get it to stay up and that's frustrating. But I'm not keeping the display capture on because I don't want to risk my my dumbass showing something I shouldn't be showing. Yeah, if it was only partially downloaded, the verification would have figured it out. No, 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 I don't want to run a YouTube video. What even is that? It's blurry. Not a whole lot I can... Solution. Let's try this. Let's like zoom in really far and then run it. Or maybe I can really carefully time a print screen so that my display freezes and I can grab it. No, so close. I was so close. No, we gotta do it a little tiny bit earlier. I didn't even get an error that time. No, you have to give me an error. Or start. Either one. Either one. What do you want to do? Oh my god, it's not even giving me an error anymore. It knows what I want to do. Run it as administrator? See, I don't know how to run it on launch with DX11, but I can probably run it as administrator. Maybe. I'm not... I hope the launcher doesn't interfere with this, is the thing. How do... Actually, how do I run it as administrator? Step. I... gotta find it in all of this shit. Oh, jeez. I hate my desktop. We'll get somewhere. We'll get to play, like, what, like an hour of it? No, I mean open, but I want to run you as administrator. You guys get it. I don't know how to run it like that. You say to run it like that, but I don't know how to run it like that is what I'm saying. I don't know how to do what you're telling me to do. How to run game with DX11. Settings. Go to the game files, let's find the exe, go to settings compatibility. Oh, okay. Then I can go to the local files and do this. Run as administrator in the folder. And I'm praying that it works. That's different. That's not right. What the fuck? What have I done? What have I done? Okay, why did it start chapter 1 when I went into chapter 4's folder? Or was that chapter 4? It has Doey as the I. No, that's not Doey. Where the hell did I end up? No, I'm in the wrong place. Haha. I went in chapter 1's folder. I'm a fucking idiot. Run as administrator. Yes. Run chapter 4 as administrator. Still crashed immediately. Is there a knockoff chapter 4? Do you know of one? I mean, Elle, if I can't fix it before tomorrow, maybe we just don't even play this chapter. I feel bad just ending it right on chapter 3, but if it just will not work, then at this point. Yeah, the shader issue was the same problem I was getting in chapter 3, but the restart and turning the settings down fixed it. I did the exact same thing with this one, and it's not fixing anything. So it's so odd. Am I cutting out? Perhaps the devs would have a solution. I wonder... a shader, and it's not... That's what I wanted. Do I go to properties like this thing says? Okay, we're in settings. Graphics tools. I have to install shit? No. This... What's annoying is that a lot of people are less like, install this thing. Like, I don't want to have to install additional programs to get a single chapter to run. Scrolling the forums is what I'm doing. Okay. Could also get to the Steam launch options. Thank you for the follow, Cart. Yosh. Launch options. There we go. PX11. Work now. Work. Work. I said it. Up. Better. Work. Okay. Do it. Please. Do it. I have a great PC. So why does nothing work on it? Review launch options, dude. Let me try this other command then. Use D3D11. What about that? What about that? Hmm? No. Nothing. I mean, how low can we go with it? So why don't we pull up Task Manager and stare at it in there? Just for like a split second when it starts, just be like, let me see. Pulled up Task Manager now. I'm gonna look at it. Oh, we had another error this time, but it didn't even get to show up in Task Manager before it crashed. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think we're gaming today. So, yeah, I will go back to it, tonight, and I will try and figure out why it is not working. So in the meantime, for that, I did have something chapter 4 related that I needed to do. And that was that I was going to put... Shut up. I was going to... Aren't I missing a DLL file? Am I missing a DLL? Wouldn't verification of the files have found that? Yeah, okay, Proto, the game's just not fucking working. It just won't start. This is almost as bad as Big Larry! Actually, no, this is worse than Big Larry. At least I got to play that for like 30 seconds before it crashed. Can't believe that big... Is my mom home already? I can't believe that Big Larry is better than Poppy Playtime. Guys. Nobody better freaking come in here. I can't handle anything else right now. Big Larry. Yeah, Big Larry's one of the mascot games I played for my second most recent video. I need some coffee. Oh my god. So, I was going to add Yarnaby to Love Quest so we could draw him if you want. That's still chapter 4 related. That way I haven't just started up stream and done nothing this whole time. It'd make me feel a little bit better. Imagine if someone submitted something like this to Indie. I would hope they wouldn't do that. If they did do that, I'd give it like 5 shots before I was like, you know what, never mind. But, let me change the stream name. I am sorry for the scuffed ass stream. I did not intend it to be this scuffed. Let's see. Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 does not work, so let's just pretend, or let's just draw things from it instead. And there you go. What a horrible stream. I love it. All right. Let me open... Oh, let me get the text off the screen and open this up and stuff. It's more okay that I do just keep streaming today, because instead of having to wake up at 9 a.m. every day, like what was annoying me before, I don't have to do that anymore now that I'm done with like this specific treatment, so I can actually stay up later and get more things done if I want. So that's somewhat of a relief. I just need to find my old the jazz music that I was listening to that did not get me copyrighted. There was a cat on it. It's not that one. It's this one, I think. There was a kitty. Yes, it's this one. I just look for the kitty. Which audio one was it? I'll set it up on this one. I don't want to set it up on the game audio one. I'm nervous. And I hope you can hear that. Copyrighted. You're very funny. You're so funny. You're so funny. I'll let you guys know if I'm able to fix the game in preparation for tomorrow. If I just legitimately cannot get it to cooperate, I'll figure something else out for Thursday. Honestly, if we could do Dandy's World, like even some people have been asking. Because I'm gonna be honest. I think I brought it up last stream, but oh, there's a bee outside. But I got into Dandy's World from Quinn. Like, he got me into it, and then I've just kind of been into it, and I think it came along at a good time because I needed something really... I need something simple and cute. I'm gonna be honest. And so that was pretty much perfect. And I don't see why we couldn't do a stream where we all played that together. And then said nothing changes about Saturday because it's still just, you know, we do indie stuff. Thank you for the follow. Is that Lego? Lego, yeah. Do you think face open or closed for Yarnaby? I'm not so sure which way to go. Why? Of course, I talk about Dandy's World. He's showing up in the Google results because of the rainbow hair. All right. The difficulty with these freaks is that they have to fit in this square. Because every other cat fit, like, they don't even really fit in this square. If you look at Luna and compare her to Cat now, he's so much bigger than her because I could not fit him in that square. I had to freaking stretch it out. But I can't stretch it out too far. He's just gonna end up going off the screen. So... That's the tricky part about only having, like, I think the game's resolution is 720 by 1280, I think that's what it is. Which makes it slightly difficult to make big freaking characters fit in the frame. Draw a smiling critter with a closed mouth. I think we did that as a joke last stream with the catnap. It was horrible. He looked like he had a huge chin. I mean, I guess you could not have the chin issue, but you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna do that really quick. I'm gonna draw one. I'm just gonna pick... We'll just do catnap because I remember what he looks like more. I'm gonna do it from memory, despite the fact that I definitely have a reference image that I could be using. That'd be kind of like... He kind of looked like a frog, honestly. Where you go. Like... I'm not putting a whole lot of effort into this, I have to admit. There you go. What if I do draw him as a frog? Keep the cat ears, but he's actually a frog now. He's gonna have a lily pad. No, I don't like that foot. I'm gonna do a different one. That sucks also. How do I not make this look horrible? Let's draw it front facing. Something's wrong with this. Whatever, I'm going with it. He's gonna have his... How do you even draw a lily pad like this, I guess? There you go. Perfect. Whoops. No, I want to grab him. No, I want to grab him and move him up. There we go. Give him a little more lily pad. He's in the water. And there's like grass behind him and stuff. And he's happy, he says. Happy. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with that picture. I'd put him in a... Okay, so I'd put Yarnaby in a crouched over pose, but I believe that it would be too similar to what Catnap is doing. So what if he just like, he's just sitting like a good boy. He's kind of like this. It's not a very action-y pose. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make the hair not hellish to draw though, because he is all hair and I'm not looking forward to that at all. Can the frog be neurodivergent? If you'd like him to be, yes. I can draw. I draw everything for my channel. Let's see. Brother, how much hair you got? How does it fall on you? He's got like... He's got like 3 sections to it, it looks like. So he's got the main part, and then he has the middle and the end part. It doesn't seem to be too long of hair. It kind of like drops down to his like the middle of his leg. This is why they made this character 3. This would never work in a 2D setting, I say. You would not be making Yarnaby in a 2D game unless you absolutely hated everyone on your development team. How cursed do you think I'd be as a smiling critter? Well, I'll tell you what. Someone did draw me as Glisten today, so you take your vote on which is worse. Because I'm not really sure. Can he can go to the little farther down than that, yet just about like right here. I am trying to draw Yarnaby since I cannot see him in game. Just to make up for the fact we can't do a crazy hairstyle with him, I might curl his hair up a bit more in his idle state. A Glamrock Critters line? Interesting. I've been trying to work Loaf Quest into my schedule a bit more because I think I get into the habit of I have trouble balancing things sometimes, so sometimes I'll like go really hard on a video and then like all my other stuff will just like fall behind. I don't like that. And I don't want that to happen because like my whole goal was like finishing this stuff with the time that I have, so I would rather not have things lose relevance in my life right when it matters a lot. Loaf Quest, like bread. It is my fan game that I started in college for Astral Spiff, and I am determined to finish it, really. It's an odd kind of thing, though. It started off as like very, very Spiff focused, and now it's just kind of become my creative free outlet where anything goes. Like, I can just add whatever. Like, it's such an interesting fan game. They're like, it's a fan game for just about whatever at this point. And Loaf so much happens to be the main character. I'm excited to get it out though. Cause like right after that, then I go farther on Unrigged. I'm currently having a art block with Unrigged, trying to figure out how to handle a segment of it, because I wanted to extend it a little bit. So I was working on figuring out exactly how without making it too much work. It's not like Day Shift at Freddy's, good lord, no. I think his hair is too neat. We need to make it less neat. his hair might end up too short in the end, but whatever. I know the line art for this is gonna suck. It's gonna suck to do. You know, Love Quest didn't even really start out with Loaf as the protagonist. Originally, I was like, I need an arcade game for my FNAF fan game, and I was like, okay, what if I made like a Bread Kittens game, because I really like Bread Kittens and I miss it and I love it, and I want to put a reference to it in. And oh, who made my model? I drew it. And did I link? I think the rigger is linked in my bio. I never am sure that I say her name right, so. Both of my cats are in game as an Easter egg, yes. Sort of. I mean, it's sort of an Easter egg. That is extremely obvious, but yeah. I mean, they're just the way that the game works is like there's different fightable cats. They are fightable cats in the game. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a Bread Kittens kind of spin-off fan game sort of thing. Just a really short one. And then I was like, oh my god, wait a minute. Like, loaf? Bread? That's perfect. You think its hair strands could be bigger? Like maybe if they like split off in some areas, it would work. I'm not sure if I hear my cat outside being tortured or not. I think that is what I might hear. If mom's putting a new shirt on her. It's kind of cute when she is sad that I am not picking her up, but she also doesn't know where I am because she's like old and blind, and so she's trying to find me, and she keeps like, I have to direct her, but also it makes me sad. So yeah, then my dumbass reprogrammed Bread Kittens in Click Team and was like, here we go, and then I just did this, so here we freaking go. Alright, you're gonna have them starting to go a different direction up here. Like that. I'd say Love Quest is like 75% done. Oh, that's a good way to kind of transition the threads to go a different direction. No, it's not. Oh, stop it. Stop it. My VTuber character is based off of a fennec fox. This is not turning out nearly as bad as I expected it to, and that makes me happy. Expected it to, and that makes me happy. Is there anything you guys wanted to hear from me in particular? Any specific questions you had to ask? Or are you good at the moment? I try to be forthcoming about my situation, but a lot of the time I am not so sure if I want to talk about if I want to like outright just talk about something, so because I don't know exactly what people actually want to know. Okay, I think what's bothering me is it's not really centered on his facial line. Thank you. Did I hear about Oblivion? I saw it was trending, but I didn't know there was like a specific reason for that. Because I stopped checking trending after it usually just turned out that it just so happened that people were drawing a specific thing a lot or something and they set off the trending tab. I don't know if I want to vent. I don't know if I want to vent. Me venting at the beginning wasn't even really intentional. I just got frustrated with everything. I've been having a frustrating week, because honestly, like, with not knowing about appointments, not knowing... Oh, there was a remake. Interesting. Not knowing about stuff, stream glitches, not getting a lot of sleep, being frustrated with my lack of self-control on not doing some things, just overall being tired, and then finally getting the other video out. And that was like a positive thing, though. That was a positive thing that I finally got the video out. Then I was trying to learn how to play Dead by Daylight on Sunday, and I got frustrated, and then I wanted to cry about that too, because I felt like I was really shitty at it. And I was like really afraid of not doing well in the thing that I'm learning it for, and I was frustrated with myself because it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail, and then I'm gonna look like an idiot in front of a bunch of people, and I'm gonna be sad. And then I was upset. So then I was upset about that on Sunday, and yeah. And then on Monday, I just like didn't get a lot of sleep. But the ending was good. I really enjoyed the stream yesterday that Quinn had. It was really fun. Yarnaby, I'm so scared of messing up your face. Your, like, head. Everyone's shit at Dead by Daylight. Same threat level as a lion. Yeah. I feel like I'll be able to learn somewhat quickly. It's just that there's like that matter of like remembering to do the same thing every time where you need to, because like, I don't know, I felt like I was really shit at playing the Trapper, but that's the only killer that I learned while I was learning with someone, so that's the only thing I know how it works, and it's also just coincidentally the one that I'm shit at, so I guess that just doesn't make me feel better, but maybe I would just be a better survivor. And Springtrap could be, or whoever it is, could be completely different. I always just assume it's Springtrap. I know it could be literally anyone. And they could, I mean, I know despite his name, he could not even be like a trapper. He probably isn't, considering he's never done that. I have heard of fundamental paper education. I saw the amount of bullshit that happened with it. And I decided I didn't want to be anywhere near it. Also, I heard DBD went down. Hilariously, like, also I heard DBD went down. Hilariously, like, right after I finished my teaching session with my friend. Imagine if it's the Mimic. That would be so dumb. I'm sorry, that would not work. Like... The Mimic is not a key, like, FNAF character that people know. Cause, like, to know about the Mimic, I feel like you have to be, like, a more well-versed fan. I know that he's in games now, but, like, so far only DLC and a game that isn't out yet. The stream went down? Oh, sorry. Because people, like, even people who don't know FNAF probably know Springtrap because... Thank you for the subscription, Nico. They probably all know because of the FNAF movie. I just don't see why they would use the Mimic. If they do, that's a pretty stupid move because I feel like he just does not make good marketing. Yeah, Springtrap is kind of cool. I mean, I hate his ass, but he's cool. I'm so glad he's not coming back anymore. And we're so, like, literally, I always come back. Well, please stop, because, like, you're such a boring antagonist now. Like, you've been done to death, dude. Thank you for the follow, offensive swine. I do enjoy the Mimic memes. Well, I figure the Trapper isn't a good killer because he's literally like the first one you have. Thank you for the follow, Star Umbreon. Wait, could I just... Oh, I could do that. Okay. That will make reading follower names easier. I think if we get the game working and I come back tomorrow with more sleep, I'll feel better. And then hopefully won't have a freak out again. But he wants another antagonist. But what could be an antagonist? I don't know. Glamrock Freddy? That's a really random guess, but... Well, I think a lot of the practice for DBD for a while would probably be related to, like, just learning how to be a killer in general. Like, decent strategies for, like, mind gaming survivors and stuff. Like, oh, I might be going over here. Just kidding, I'm going over here. Stuff like that. And then we have to, like, learn how to play Springtrap, like, specifically. Fuck, whoever it is. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna say Springtrap, even if it isn't. And then, like, you do a lot of specific Springtrap practice, and then you go in and that's just the killer you know the most about. Yeah, I believe that's what I was told to do, is trap, like, windows, vault points, escape routes, that sort of thing, and do it out of earshot so they don't know you did it. Or at least do it out of ear and eye shot, so maybe even if they heard you do it, they don't know where the trap is. And can't predict. Although they could definitely probably predict if you did it outside a window. I don't know. Thank you, Moonlight Gamer. I'm glad you love me struggling to draw, Yarnaby. Oh yeah, aren't there anime stuff in DVD? It's that there was a tentacle guy on the main screen. And I think that was from some anime. Ow, ow. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Random pains in your rib are really fun. Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, so I'm trying to like connect up specific strands to the ones on the other side of his head. Try and at least have it sort of matched up. Because we're gonna have you matched into you. That's still not large enough, and I just kind of like completely butchered the side of his head. I'm just gonna erase this and start over. So like a line here for a double strand of hair. Hello, cherry flowers. There we go, and then there would definitely be hair in there, but you wouldn't see it. And then I think this works. I think he has so many colors. I could make a guide for the colors for myself for later. For software, this is Paint Tool SAI version 2. Okay, so he's got kind of be like this section would be orange. This part is like a darker sky, a scarlet looking color. This side part is dark red. And then he has pink. Which is a bit of a shorter amount of color. Purple. Which we may actually just only have as this bit right here. And then the dark blue, that's for the middle. Oh, well, you know what? You can do purple over here too. And then the blue is here. It's not really that color blue though. It's like a slightly lighter blue. That's his center. Then he has kind of a slightly lighter blue that lasts for a little bit. And kind of be like this. And he has a really neon blue. That roughly lasts about to here. No, I think green would start sooner than that. Let's make it a pale green so I can tell it apart. Hello. And the green would probably go all the way here so that yellow can be here. And so that it kind of matches up symmetry-wise with red. That's Sprite fart green. That's not what I meant for. Okay, I think that works. That's just my note to myself that that is the colors that we separate and that's where they go. Now what do I do with his back leg? He's kind of not really traditional in the sense that he doesn't really have haunches. It's just kind of a noodle. So instead of drawing it like a normal like furry sort of thing, you would do like a weird kind of thing like this almost. Which probably is really uncomfortable, but he's a toy, he probably doesn't feel it. We are gonna make his calves, or whatever they would be called on a plushie. To make you feel better. Let me see it. Where's my Discord? This is cute. I like it. Thank you, Fantastic. What does switch palette do? What does what do? I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't just... Oh, switch palette. Oh, that... Does that even still... I still have some palettes set up. It changes my colors. I think I only have 3 now, so... I don't think it's as effective as it perhaps used to be. Perhaps I should make more. Okay, well, we only have... Hey, thank you for the raid, Olivia Mancer. We only have one set of hair on this guy. We gotta give him some more hair. But this time it matters a little less, the exact organization of it. So, we're not gonna stress out as much. Actually, probably shouldn't even go on for that long. Considering he's a lot more compressed, I feel like maybe we should just cut it, like, here-ish. We can also make one kind of, like, curl over his leg like that. Have I played DBD? I'm trying to figure it out. So yes, technically, yeah, I have. Maybe not. Oh, we can certainly do this, though. Make him less bald. He is not very bald. I'm giving him more hair. Doing my best. It's not good enough for you. Did they still update Project Playtime? Because I thought they didn't, but then I saw like Phase 3 came out and they got rid of a bunch of stuff, so part of me's like actually not really sure if they do. Thank you for the follow, Origin Sonic. Oh yeah, they could have released like a do your own Yarnaby sort of thing. Where like he doesn't have any colors and you're instead in charge of coloring him in so that he could be like tie-dyed or something. Make him more bald. Take all the hair off and just put naked Yarnaby in game instead of full hair Yarnaby. That's what I should do. I mean, you can look at the latest update for Project Playtime and see if it is dead. Look, it says Phase 3 hot patch, and that was in 2023. So actually, yeah, I think it is dead. To be fair, it did die after Chapter 3 came out. Just don't think they're actively working on it right now. they really should... They should do something with it. I think what you need to do is you gotta go in with friends, because like I was just playing it recently and it's no problem because like you can still host a lobby with friends, although it was recommended that we all downgraded down to phase 2. Give her the follow minor X. You need more alternatives. That's fair. I wonder if I could actually steal his hair off the front and then conform it to the back. Because I don't have much space left. I absolutely can. Haha, look at that. Look at this fat fuck. I love him. Hair transplant. I think that looks right. Wouldn't have been mad if they made Mallow Huggy Wuggy plushies. Easter's kind of a funny holiday for me. Like, my parents are really, really into it because they're really, like, religious. I'm like kind of religious, but I just cannot get around some things, so it's like, I don't know, but like it's funny in the way that, like, you know, normally you'd be excited for a holiday, but I usually dread Easter because it's like when everyone wants you to be around and wants you to hang out with people. Like, oh, you have to go to mass, or oh, everyone is home because they have their days off or whatever, and it's like, I don't like it. I want everyone to go back to work. Go away. It's too much socializing. Too much expected from you, and a lot of it comes with guilt tripping as well, because like with my religion, can't eat meat on Fridays, and you get kind of guilt stuff when you were like wanting to have a candy or something, that sort of thing. It was like, oh, we gotta fast and everything leading up to Easter because it was Jesus was gonna die, and so it's like the whole thing just feels like a slog. I wonder if that's insensitive. It just doesn't feel like a holiday for me. I much prefer Christmas, where nobody expects you to do something besides buy a present for somebody. Hello. There's your leg. I'm trying to erase your leg. I think we could go into the hellish line art phase very soon. Although having the line art done would be good. I was just feeling like, man, if I'm not playing Poppy Playtime, what the hell else am I doing with my day? Because like yesterday was not very productive, so it's like I gotta do something productive. Then I was like, I don't want to just end stream though, so this is what we're doing. Seems like a good idea. How are we looking, Yarnaby? Does that look like you? I think for the most part, yes. A lot of me feels like some of his anatomy is wrong, but at the same time, he doesn't exactly have the most traditional anatomy. I mean, this is a one noodly fuck, so I don't know how crazy we need to get about it. Yeah, it looks about right. He doesn't have a cat's body type, which is what I keep having to remind myself of. Am I going to draw Dewey? No, I am not. Mostly because he does not appear in the game. In my game, which this is for. He has claws, doesn't he? I could just draw Dewey off the cuff, I suppose. Where did my picture of Yarnaby go? Okay, so he doesn't have claws in the passive art version of him. I can see you on YouTube. Is it just not showing? It's not. Wait, it's not showing up on the... Oh. Well, that's odd. I didn't realize it wasn't, because I could see it this whole time. Well, then let me see if I can get that embedded so that it shows both of you. Why'd I just hear my fans kick in? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do, computer? Okay, I hope that worked. I'm making a game about cats. That's what I'm making, Bugby. I think his foot's too high up. We've got to move his foot down. He has to put his foot down. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I need to record for my next video today. It has nothing to do with feet. Why did I transition to that? Hey, your favorite part. Bug eyes. He gets eyes now. Oh my goodness. I'm tired, man. It's okay. I have to go... Or I don't have to do anything, but I will probably try and go for like another hour-ish. Speaking of subscribers, I am determined to get to 100k this year. But I'm also... Whoa! Hey, thank you for the gifted memberships, Hollow. I appreciate it. Is his eye too high up on his face? Yeah, Hollow W. That's awesome. Oh, now you can see crazy stuff. Oh my god. You can see everything you should never see. Hello, hello, Exploding Loaf. This is Yarnaby. He says hi too. Except he can't see you yet because I haven't given him pupils. So you just give him a moment. He'll get there. Yeah. He kind of looks like a Hollow Knight creature of questionable origin. But I'm not sure what Hollow Knight character would look like this. Scary eye. Just kidding. I'm doing okay. Ish. It is what it is. What made me want to be an animatronic character? I really like robots, and I really like Five Nights at Freddy's. And I was like, I really liked the glam rocks, and I was like, I want to be one of those guys. So then I just like decided to go really hard on like the whole universe accuracy thing with like all of the promotional art and stuff. I'm gonna make your pupil a separate layer. And then, where does he look? Yeah, forget Roxy, I'm cooler. He's gonna look at you. He's gonna have a big ol' eye, because it takes up nearly his entire eye. You know what he's kind of looking like? He's kind of looking like one of them tunes from Dandy's World with the eyes when I haven't given them reflections yet. Like without his mouth, he looks more like it. He's kind of got like a cross-eyed thing going on, but I'm not sure how well I can do that. I want to do it loosely. Yeah, I'd love to hop back on a stream sometime. I'll see you. I hope that the rest of your day is good. Oh, there we go. We gotta throw his eyes off a little bit. So he's like vaguely looking at you, but not really. He's looking at whatever else he can think of. He looks concerned. Yeah, he's like a horse. He can see enemies from both directions. Has his eyes point to different directions. He's sad. Just kidding. How are we gonna do your mouth? Oh god. How are we gonna do your mouth, buddy? Oh, that's cute. Sort of cute, anyway. Dorky looking ass. Oh god, you're not supposed to show Yarnaby game tunes. Let him live, he doesn't need to be exposed to that shit. Imagine he was coming after you in game, you just whip your phone out, on it is like freaking like Rainbow Friends, but they're band characters. Like full screen, he just disintegrates. It's like the Ash baby meme. Wait, yeah. He just gets vaporized. He ragdolls. How do you look with the internet cat mouth? What, like the :3 or whatever? Face line is bothering me. It's not in the right spot. I do kind of have to wonder what exactly his special attack would be, though. That's something I'm kind of struggling with for a lot of the cameo mode cats. Quote-unquote cats at this point. Half of them aren't cats, but whatever. That I don't know what his special attack should be. Like, what does Yarnaby do besides growl and chase you? That's not really a special, like, an attack that can work in a game like this one. I guess he could, like, roar at you and it would be, like, shockwaves, maybe? That's the best I can think of. I mean, catnaps is obvious, but, yeah. Maybe yarn. Oh, yeah. Could slow down your... Well, no, that would be good. So, no, you wouldn't... I wouldn't want his special attack to have a good status effect. Or... Okay, no, that wouldn't work. Because the enemy just goes when you go, so it just would take longer. So instead... Yeah, I was thinking briefly of a fire attack, because it would be funny. Maybe if he uses it, it takes health off of him. Thing is, all enemies kind of just do that anyway. Do their special attacks at random, so I don't know. Oh, his second mouth, that's right. Could be like that thing from like Predator or whatever it is. What is that thing? Alien? Where it's got like the little tiny mouth in there and it comes out. Kind of like how Squidward bites that Krabby Patty he doesn't want to eat. I could also just give him the fire attack from earlier, which I'm still thinking about because I think it would be funny. Let me scoot you over a bit. There you go. We're gonna make you transparent. And you know, I feel like this eye could be adjusted. I'm like half tempted not to mess with it simply because having doofy eyes is part of his thing. But also it's bugging me, so. You know, I really think it would have been nice if they let at least one toy live. Like, we got Kissy and Poppy and that's it, and everyone else gets to die. Like, come on, did they need to kill off Dewey? I really don't think they did. Like, I think this is good enough writing in terms of, like, having him snap because he was bipolar, but at the same time, like, it just feels like there wasn't a whole lot of reason for it to happen. For the player to just sit there and take it like, oh, well, I guess he's blaming me for this. I guess this is totally fine. He's definitely not going to try and eat me in 2 seconds. I shouldn't stand up for myself at all. Like, it's like, dude, what the fuck? The giant dough monster is very clearly mad at you and wants you dead. I would say something. At least try to convince him otherwise. They could have given Pianosaurus more screen time. I think the people in charge of marketing need to improve, because with those characters, it's like, why did you even make them? Because I feel like I heard they came along relatively late in the script and didn't really serve a whole lot of purpose, like the nightmare critters. Like, the nightmare critters are by far what I feel like is the most pointless addition to the chapter. They do barely anything except be like a worse version of the original, like, flare gun smiling critters from the third chapter. And like, the only time any one of them has any relevance to the plot is when the doctor uses them as cannon fodder, and by that point, literally nobody cares about them enough to not kill them and try to find the solution to avoiding it. Like, cause like doesn't he tell you to kill a Simon Smoke that he's like got in a cage? And it's just like, I would do it. I was going to do it if I got to that section today. I was just gonna pull the lever. I don't care. Normally I'm one to get very attached to like sad little guys in games, but there's genuinely no development for any of these critters that would make me feel that way. I feel worse for Pianosaurus than I do the nightmare critters. Like, if it said you have to kill Pianosaurus, I'd be like, no, I don't want to kill Pianosaurus. But also it feels like did he really get that much of a meal from Pianosaurus when half of it is plastic and keys? If I could have any merch made, what would I want? Of me or of Poppy Playtime? Of Poppy Playtime, I would want a Pianosaurus plushie or them to finally release a line of nightmare critters, because I don't know why they haven't. Why did they add them if they're not gonna make merch of them? Like, I thought that was what the point was, that you added these pointless things to make merch of, and you didn't do that. So like, what? Of me, okay, like of chapter 4. Make the damn nightmare critters. But of me, I would also want to make my own jacket. I want like one of those, I don't know what, the varsity jackets? I want a varsity jacket. Baba Sheep. Oh, I forgot she had a boss fight. That shows how rememberable it was. I legitimately forgot there was a giant Baba Sheep. Baba Chops, whatever it was. I don't like lamb. I've only had it like twice ever, but I don't think I like it that much. Yeah, that was part of why I scheduled 2 streams for chapter 4 in advance, just to prepare for it to be very long and possibly a bit grueling. So yeah. I think the Bratty Bat is the only one I like. And also, just saying Bratty Bat would have been a better name than Rapey Baby, I think. Bratty Bat would have worked. That's what she is. She's a little shit that tells gossip to everyone. Like, she doesn't have rabies. That's not the point of her character, so why did you name her that? And I think a lot of the common critique about Poppy's toy lines is like that they're too scary for kids, but when you look at some of the shit kids have been playing with over the years, I feel like kids will get obsessed with the weirdest things. Like, I've seen the most horrifying baby dolls. I don't understand why anyone liked the Cabbage Patch Kids. They were ugly and kind of freaky looking. That's not to say about a bunch of other stuff, like... have you seen that one? Is it a turtle? The one that sits at the toilet? It goes like, uh-oh, gotta go. I'm not saying that one is scary, but it's like... They make absolute bullshit these days, and kids are just like, oh hell yeah, and they eat that shit up. So I would not put it past Playtime Co. to make some absolute garbage. Although, yeah, you know what? It's a missed opportunity for them to not have added a doll that eats. One of those dolls that when you feed it, it actually eats. Except this time it does eat and eats human flesh. Come on, Playtime, what are you doing? Oh, me and my sister had some real fucked up games we would play with our littlest pet shops. Where... So, okay, for some reason, I don't even know why, we hated Jack from the Magic Treehouse. I don't know why or what he did or what. I think maybe he might have like yelled at Annie exactly once and we decided that it was an unforgivable sin and we should kill him. Oh, it was a flamingo. Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Oh yeah, I mean, speaking of Indigo Park, I need to revisit that soon for my next video. Just to like figure out what they fixed for Chapter 1. Because the game I'm reviewing... I'm gonna do a Bushside Rangers video. I need to tell the developer, because it's part of the indie initiative thing, but I forgot. I generally do it after I finish the script, like just in case I change my mind last second. So I haven't started the script yet. Yeah, Picky was a big eater. And Bushside Rangers is really inspired by Indigo Park. So I need to go over to Indigo Park to see what they changed in Chapter 1, because I know they did a big update. And then I can make a more accurate comparison between the two, because like otherwise I would be going off of my very outdated knowledge of Indigo Park. Thank you, Lilypad. Oh yeah, back to Magic Treehouse. So I don't remember if we just hated Jack as himself or if because we hated this iguana pet shop that I had. Because I guess he was just not like a cute animal like a cat or whatever. He wasn't a lizard and we decided we didn't like those, so he was the villain automatically in all of our stories. And then for some reason we were like, well, you know what would be awesome if we made him Jack from the Magic Treehouse. And then he was evil and he was like, he traveled with Annie to the Littlest Pet Shop world, and then he became a lizard. And she became, I don't know, something else, or maybe she didn't even come. She became another animal. That's the reason he's here. And then, he's evil though. He wants to kill everyone. Thank you for the subscription, Just Keys. And so, he lands the treehouse on the Littlest Pet. He crushes them all. And they all die. Or like a good amount of them die. And then like half the plot of the play session is them in heaven organizing, like preparing for war. And then going back to, I think StarClan was involved. They prepare for war and they go down and they like, they fight each other. I think my sister and I would get into arguments over which pets would go back down and fight the evil Jack. And I think at the end they would like take control of the treehouse and crush him instead. We also had a character we just called Bad Sarah, and I don't know what her deal was, but I think she literally just smelled bad and was homeless. I think that was her entire character. And that was literally so mean. I don't know where we got that from, but I still remember her. I don't think we ever had a visual. I think it was just a name. We just wanted somebody to hate. We were like, oh, I hate Bad Sarah. I wonder if my sister remembers this. I hope she does. Oh, speaking of my sister, so when I finished radiation, they gave me the mask that I used for it. And I want to scare her with it when she comes home from college, because it's kind of freaky looking. They basically just make this mesh thing of your face and they put it on you to strap you down to the chair while they shoot radiation at you, and that sounds like torture, but it's just to keep your face in place. But the thing looks kind of scary, and I want to put it somewhere or wear it when she gets home or something. Not sure though what to do with it. I'm not sure how to go about it. Wonder if maybe I should just wait at the top of the stairs with it on my face and not say anything. Wait, we were supposed to... Oh no, that's today. That's later today. Okay, I didn't forget, but I need to make a note of that right now, so I don't forget. I was supposed to call her today. I need to make an alarm for that, actually. We're gonna set it for 7:20? No. I'm not gonna be at my computer at 7 p.m. Oh, by the way, thank you for the super chat, Roxy. I forgot to say anything about it. Congratulations on getting Bassie. I bought Bassie yesterday. My sister doesn't faint. I fainted though. Hee hee. Yeah, no, Poppy Playtime did not work. I tried a lot of things to get it to work and it doesn't want to. And I have a feeling it's because of me streaming, but also there's like some shader that's not loading, and I genuinely don't know what that shader is, and I honestly might send a message to the developers tonight to see if they can get me sorted with something before Thursday. But even so, I'm not sure what to do after that, because I planned specifically around getting far enough into the chapter today that we could finish it Thursday. Now that we can't do that, I'm not so sure we'll be finishing the chapter for a while if we get to play it Thursday or not. Poppy Chapter 4 came about... It was late January, because I know that Astral Spiff's playthrough of it came out while I was in the hospital. Because that was like all my entertainment. And also I had nightmares about Dewey for that same reason, because that was all I was watching. And of course I wasn't sleeping very well because nobody lets you sleep in the hospital, because like they come in at 2 a.m. and they're like, I need to take your blood. So yeah, any dreams I managed to have were horrible. But I specifically do remember when the chapter came out because of that, because that was my entertainment, just like finding out what happened in it. Okay. Good luck, Jitskis. Huh? Poppy's shaders are out of hand. At least it's not just me. A deranged fan did not break into my room to steal my blood. No. No, it was while I was in the hospital. It was not a fan, it was a nurse. I don't think I have fans that would like to steal my blood, at least maybe not yet. None of you want to do that, right? You don't need it. I have O positive. It's not... I don't believe that's universal donor. It's awful close, but it's not. I've had people are like, you should make sure to donate. And I was like, I don't think that's the right type. Like, I don't think that's the universal donor. Hello, Pastel. The fuck is this song? Oh, okay. Oh, negative is the universal one. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not gonna go in to donate all the time if it's not the universal one, because I fucking hate getting my blood taken. And I don't like getting stuck, so I'm not gonna go deal with that if it's not the universal one. Your blood is useless to me. I like that being something someone has said to me now. Your blood is useless to me. I'll do my best to color the hair. I mean, it'll probably just be a lot of, I might honestly do a well, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll decide when I get to it, but it might be a multiply layer of one color. If not, I'll just... I might just go with, like, specific 2 colors, and then when I'm done shading it all with those 2 colors, I'll recolor them for each strand to be the right hues for that strand of hair. I honestly think the harder part's going to be lining it. As for everything else that needs to be done with Love Quest, you will send my dad to don't send my dad to hell. Not yet. You look like a firework. I don't know if my blood would taste good to a vampire. I haven't tasted my blood, so... Well, like, not... frequently. I mean, you kind of generally end up doing it if you bite your lip or whatever, but, you know. Is there an item in WoW called Dusky Lumps, or... It's a bit weird. What are we talking about blood taste? Because the phantasm sounded like a vampire saying to drink more water because your blood tastes bad. I don't know. I got prescribed 200 milligrams of iron twice per day, and everyone was like, that sounds like a lot, and I just really haven't been taking them because when they took my blood, I had really low iron because it was, you know, that time of the month, and so they didn't take that into account. They were like, oh my god, you're dying, and they prescribed me a shit ton of iron, and was like, holy shit, you don't need to take all this. And I've been doing just fine. I've noticed exactly 0 difference from when I take iron and when I do not take iron. Has it been 2 hours of drawing? I guess about. I mean, we had like half of an hour of just yelling at the video game that wasn't working until we started drawing, so like I guess close to 2 hours. And then I also left you on starting soon for like 16 minutes while I freaked out. Because part of that was me like leaving the room and going to the kitchen and like washing my face because I was stressed out and trying to calm down, which didn't work, but I tried. Yeah, you know, the doctors forgetting about the time of the month is crazy because they ask me constantly if I'm pregnant. It's so annoying. They're like, are you pregnant? Oh, well, you need to do this test anyway because you might be. Oh, you might be, so, like, we need to make sure. I'm like, I'm not! How? Unless I'm the Virgin Mary, it's not gonna work, like... I just hope they don't want me to pee in a cup again for the next MRI. I don't think they will. I'm pretty sure the time they made me do that was for a CT scan. I'm giving birth to Loaf Quest, yeah. I'm pregnant with Yarnaby from Poppy Playtime, actually. Giving birth to a 1-inch baby. I mean, it could be like... I mean, they don't want to irradiate the baby, but... It's just frustrating that they, like, legitimately don't believe you. It's like, I can tell you, there's no possible way that I could be pregnant. So, stop just like, oh, well, you might be. Maybe the last time you had sex. I'm like, I haven't had sex ever. How, then, would I be pregnant? I'm gonna stop talking about that, but it's kind of funny. They're just so insistent on it. They also, of course, they ask you if you smoke or if you, like, do drugs or whatever. I was kind of just like, you take one freaking look at me, you take a look at me, I got my fucking Parappa the Rapper hat on, and I'm sitting in your fucking office, and I'm telling you to take a look at me and tell me if you think I have sex. You worried about me? Worried about me? Worried about you? I think it's impossible to, like, have everyone always be up to date about my situation without directly putting it in my bio. But half of the time, I know I said before, but I'm like, sometimes I get scared to talk about it because I don't want to get harassed for it. Because I know, like, anyone who does that is a really shitty person, but just, like, I could probably handle exactly 0 of it without having, like, a depressive episode for a bit. So, I still get nervous. Because I know, like, I still get comments when people don't agree with me on videos. They often don't say that, and they instead try to insult me personally. Like, the one guy the other day who told me my OC was, like, ugly as sin and he couldn't watch the video because of it. Because it's like, I feel like a lot of it stems from they don't like my opinion on the subject, so... But they don't want to say that they just disagree with me, so they go for something they can make me feel bad about having made the video for. I said to that comment, usually I don't reply, or I just delete them, but I did reply to that and I just said ratio. So if you see that on the FNAF in real time video, please help me ratio this guy. It would be really funny. Thank you, Hypopixels. Yeah, like I got a lot of people commenting on the real-time video who were upset that I was... a lot of people just assumed that the video was probably gonna be full of hate, didn't watch it, and then posted a comment that was like upset with me for hating the game. I was like, I didn't hate the game, though. I was very matter-of-fact in my title, where I just simply did not like it. That's it. Like, I don't hate it or anything. Like, I just didn't like it. That's all. Nothing more than that. So I didn't want to put in the title like, FNAF in real time is the worst fucking game of all time. I think it's really subjective, because some people I think really liked it. And like, that's their opinion. And even with me and Pinata Puppy, it's like, I like the idea they're going for, but I understand why a lot of people don't like it, and it upsets me that a lot of people choose to just decide the game is bad because it's a walking simulator. When some people like that, and it's been popular before in examples such as Pools or The Complex. Those games are successful, and they are literally the same thing. They are walking simulators. It's okay to make a game that's just about exploring a liminal space. Yeah, I don't agree with everyone either, Edge. I don't want to harass people about it. Death Stranding is a walking sim? I think it is. Yeah, probably. I've seen a little bit of it. Does seem a bit of a slog. Yeah, and I think some people misinterpreted me disliking Brother as me absolutely hating Brother, and that was not the case. I think he's interesting. He just wasn't expanded on enough. If anything, I hope that FNAF movie game is able to expand more on Brother if he's in it. Oh, okay. See you, Nick. I'm just not so sure Brother fits into FNAF 1 all that well. I think FNAF 1 has such a cemented cast that it is difficult to put someone else in it without them feeling really forced. FNAF movie could work a bit better because they already kind of went a little different with the ideas, and like they had that weird doll thing from the books in there somewhere, and so like I think it could work a little better there, but hey, I'm not very good at scripting like the traditional FNAF horror sort of thing anyway. He can't, no. Brother cannot stand up to Lockjaw. Do not invoke his name as if he could hope to hold a flame. He can't have super cancer or whatever it was. Thank God I don't have super cancer. It's just normal cancer. They should do FNAF 2 in real time. Much later, though. Let everyone forget about the first one. I have definitely heard about Return to Freddy's and I'm terrified of touching it. Oh god, wait. Okay, oh, okay, well, FNAF 1 in real time isn't technically, like, in real time. It's just with the 6-hour mode. But actually, the 6-hour mode for FNAF 2, if the music box, and it would go down that same amount because that's how music boxes work. That would be hell on earth. And now I really want to see it happen because I really want to see people try to beat that. I'm not gonna go for it, but I really want to see someone try to deal with that. I mean, theoretically, you could mod the original to have it do the same thing. One time I modded FNAF 2 to have Hannah Montana replaced all the animatronics, and then I never released it and I deleted the source file. Yeah, Return to Freddy's has the stolen sprite of Candy for when he was like not even in a game yet. I think they called him Sugar. They're like, oh, it's Sugar the cat. Look at him. It's like, that's not your character. Are there screenshots? Somewhere buried deep in the Havoc Fox server, there are screenshots of it, I am pretty sure. Because I know I did it as part of like a voice call or something. Because someone came up with the idea and I was like, I gotta do that shit. So I did it really quick. And it was really bad. And there's gotta be screenshots in there somewhere, but going to the Havoc Fox server depresses me and I don't want to look for them. That makes me feel bad. Because I haven't made shit progress on that game in so long and I hate that, but... It's just best not to fucking focus on it right now. I cannot go back. I can only go forward. And plan my time more efficiently. I'm probably not going to play the Return to Freddy's, but at least that's nice to note. Yeah, I knew it was entirely scripted. And wasn't it still made in ClickTeam though? Like, it's not that difficult to program AI in ClickTeam. It's literally just like random number, random number, random number, random number. Random number this, do this. Random number this, do this. Random number this, show this image. Like, it's not that difficult. Was 13 when programming it. Brother was 16 when he made Babaruka. I feel like you don't have an excuse. They teach you how to do random numbers, I'm pretty sure, in one of the tutorials to learning the program. Wait, he replied to my comment? Wait, I didn't see, I didn't look. Let me go look at that. Was he really mean? Was he really mean to me? It doesn't show me replies. Oh, that's nice. If I had a nickel every time someone who goes by they, them is obviously female, I'd be rich. Dope. Okay. Of course it's on the real-time video because that's what happens on the real-time video. When people don't like the video, they just comment on my personal traits. Questionable strategy. Oh, there's some fan art. I will check that later. And for real-time. Yeah, it's like fucking Whatever, I put they, them so everyone doesn't exclusively use she, her, that's all. I'm looking for the guy who is mad at me, but I don't think I'm gonna find him because I think it got buried. Can you just say what he said? Because it's not showing up for me. He did. Oh, he did have his XGF in the game too. I forgot about that. Wow. See, now that's exactly why I don't make it super public. That is exactly why. I don't even know what to say to that. I legitimately don't know what to say to that. That's why I don't fucking check my comments. Well, did I at least ratio him? He should try adding a brain tumor to his character. If he has that advice about uniqueness, then maybe he should do it himself. It would certainly make his life more interesting, considering he hasn't got a whole lot going on besides this. I appreciate the army's efforts. This reminds me of, I think I brought it up on like a Patreon call the other day, but something I thought was really funny in terms of character critique, where a negative, added a negative comment, there's a character and then immediately killed them. Well, he didn't have to dig into my accounts to find shit because I do mention what happened at the beginning of the video because it's the first one I posted after what happened. But that's still a really rude thing to say to someone. Why, thank you, Foss. I'd like to try and finish Yarnaby's line art, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. He's got a lot of hair and I've got 20 minutes, so this may not happen. Yeah, keyboard warriors. Yeah. See, look, if you're online, like, it takes time to be looking for videos and, like, then you hate it so much you have to comment on it. Like, I don't comment on videos, usually, unless, like, I know the person. Or I feel really strongly about the subject. So I'm just not motivated. Like, the fact that someone's motivated enough to be like, I fucking hate your character, is like, do you do anything else? Do you have a life? Do you have a job? Or did you do this on your break? Like, what exactly do you do all day? I saw the gooning comment. I didn't want to talk about it. Jump DoorDash. Probably. You know, my sister worked DoorDash for a bit. She can confirm that if you do not live in like a city, the pay is complete shit and you spend more on gas than you get in money. I'm doing alright, maniacal gaming. Oh, I really like the drums in this song. Thank you, Metal Mario. I saw the what comment. Yeah, I believe this one person said I can't focus when I'm gooning to your OC. Which is like quite a stark contrast from the other guy who was like, I'd rather goon to brother. He didn't say that, but I mean that he probably would say that if we brought it up. Yeah, well, you can't be baiting on Twitter. Like, people are very quick to get angry on Twitter. You know what? I don't think it works on Blue Sky either, because I think, like, so many people went to Blue Sky to fear of Twitter, and so they're probably gonna get really defensive really quickly. So, it's not fun over there either, but I just don't really know if you should be baiting in the first place. I don't think that's just something you should be spending your time on. Because, I mean, you're just trying to make people mad. And what's the fun in that? Because nobody likes to be mad. So many dislikes for VTubers. I think the dislikes for VTubers, a lot of it comes from the ones that are really, like, really sexual and stuff. And a lot of people get so uncomfortable, they assume most of them, if not all of them, are like that. I understand that not being everyone's cup of tea, but to just assume that every VTuber on Earth is a complete degenerate is quite judgmental. Because that's like, you know, that's quite stereotypical, don't you think? Some people want an avatar that moves and that's it. Like, that's like, I like having an avatar that moves with me instead of just hops up and down like a PNG tuber. So I went with a live 2D and I learned how to rig. I did not rig this character because it was going to be a pain in the ass to do, but I can do like simpler rigging. I just wanted something a little more high quality for my main model. I rigged a model for someone else one time and I made a few Sonic avatars and that's, I think, it. Although, this rigging, this wasn't originally for my Glamrock character, it was for my old design, but I bought the rigging file off the person who did it, and then I changed the parts and art around to be the new character. So knowing Live 2D still helped with that. It's like, being a VTuber gets a hell of a lot cheaper when you know Live 2D and you know how to draw and you know how to make music. Cause like, I think a lot of people assume VTubing is very expensive because they have to buy the model, they have to buy the art for the model, which is like probably $2,000 if you want really good quality, and you have to buy the rigging for the model, which is like $2,000 if you want really good quality. Unless you know how to search the depths of the internet for someone who's newer and cheaper. And then you want your art, you want your emotes, you want your stream music, you want your starting soon and ending screens, you want like channel art, you want varieties of art for like video edits and stuff. There's so much art you need. And then you need a bit of music, of course, and then if you want to change your design, you get a new outfit, you need to go back to your rigger and your artist, and you need to commission a new outfit, and then you need to commission a new rig. because they need to put that outfit on your character. And if you want your character to have a different hairstyle at some point, or they can switch between them, then you have to go back to the rigger again and the artist again. And it's just such a pain if you can't do it yourself. So not since I bought my rig have I needed to go back to any of the people involved in my model's creation. And it has saved me so much money. It is convenient to have someone else do it for you, because it does take time to do, but... Oh, thank you for the raid, Ninja! I've thought about getting a new model before, but I don't think I need it right now. Because, like, what reason would I have? Because I like this one. I've been thinking about doing a new outfit soon. I've been going over some ideas for it. It's just if I find the time. Because it does take time, and I haven't been streaming as much anymore because I haven't been feeling well, so... Yeah, metal, I believe, I calculated some pricing for someone I know who was getting her model made, like, a long time ago. I think she went up to, like, at least 5,000, possibly more. She was probably around the 6,000 range if you count in, like, the Live 2D starting art. Thank you for the subscription, Ninja! I was able to pay for all of my initial VTubing stuff, like the rig in the first place, with the money I got from Freedom Planet 2. Otherwise, I would not have been able to afford it for a very long time. Because it would have taken a lot of saving, because my base model rig did cost like 6,000, not 6,000, 600. And I think with the additional, like, oh, we wanted a jacket toggle and stuff like that. Like, I don't have the jacket anymore, but like, before I had this design, I had one with a jacket, and I wanted that to come off and come back on again. They charge you for extra toggles. Now I know how to do toggles myself, so it's, like, literally super easy to do, so. It is somewhat complicated to rig if you want, like, a really good rig. You have to have a lot of time to put into it if you want one. And there's a lot of little tiny details to adjust to get things like the floppy... The way my ears do this sort of thing is a little more complicated. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do, like, the really complicated physics. Hilariously, I think boob physics are actually kind of difficult to do. Because you basically have to, like, specifically plan out the motions of everything and exactly the way you want them to bounce, because then they will just do that when given, like, impulse. And I've never rigged boobs, but I believe it is sort of difficult to get them to bounce in a way that doesn't look absolutely ridiculous. Also, Live 2D is not free, so you have to know what you want when you start, and it's gonna take you less than a month, because if it doesn't, then you have to pay for another month. It is a subscription service. It's a subscription service that I desperately try not to activate unless I absolutely need it, because half the time I forget to turn it off and I get charged way too much for it. The other month I realized, well, to be fair, when I got out of the hospital, I had a bunch of subscriptions I didn't realize I still had that were, like, charging me that whole time because I hadn't remembered to cancel them, and I think I'd started a few for, like, random services that I was planning on canceling, but then didn't get to because like days later I was like unconscious, so I had a bit of a, was like, oh, I'm losing a bunch of money in February, but I fixed it, so. Couldn't you get it on one payment in Steam? I don't know if you can do that. Is it on Steam? There's like some things on Steam. I don't really like to use Steam for work programs. Like when it comes to a game engine or a video editor or whatever, I really don't like to use things that go through Steam as opposed to just running locally. Because I don't want Steam to have to validate my shit every time it wants to update and everything. It's like Steam, I don't trust Steam, I will be honest. Bye, Skeet. Oh no, VTube Studio. VTube Studio is like free. You just have a watermark on it. And being completely honest, you could probably hide that watermark really easily if you just move your character over. You wouldn't have it. Or if you just cropped the capture in OBS, you could definitely just hide the character. I feel like there might be some other things that are locked if you have the free version, but I don't really remember. Also, I have no idea if VTube's spout capture, which is what I use to hide the menus. I don't know if that would capture that little watermark they put on there or not. I never used it when that was on there. But if you're gonna do VTubing, you need to get spout. Like, I was lazy, I didn't want to download it at first, but it genuinely just prevents everyone from seeing all of your settings and your menus whenever you want to pull them up to, like, change your outfit or change something about your settings or whatever. It only captures the character. Yeah, I admit sometimes I even fall under, like, thinking of the stigma of VTubers and not checking out certain people because I don't, like, I'm nervous that they're gonna be like that, like, because their model may look suspicious, and then they turn out to be normal if I ever end up speaking to them. Or even people who engage in the more suspicious activity end up being very nice if I end up speaking to them. Spout. It's a plugin for, I believe, OBS and VTube Studio. They kind of collaborate with each other. I set it up so long ago I don't exactly remember how it works, but it's like a form of virtual webcam, essentially. A problem I often run into with VTubers is that I think they have a prejudice against furries. I could be wrong, but it just really seems like you get ignored as a furry VTuber. I was in a server with someone who was like doing teaching for VTuber etiquette and agency auditions, but I was also using that kind of advice to kind of get a handle on how to handle having an audience. But, like, you know, anytime I wanted to talk about VTuber stuff with the other people, like, oh, here's my model, what do you think of it? It would just get posted over. Like, they would completely ignore it for, like, hours, and then someone else would just post over it later. And it was like, okay, fine then. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not talking in here then. And it happened again in another smaller server I joined where I was, like, trying to talk about it, and I, like... You know, it sucks when people freaking... You're talking, you mention something, and then they use the Discord reply feature to specifically reply to the thing above you and carry on the conversation like you never said anything. I hate that. Thank you, I like my glowy ears. That's one thing I did myself. I was kind of proud of that. Yeah, whenever a terrible VTuber appears, it does set everyone back for a lot of PR. We have to work extra hard to cover their ass. $6:56. I will have to go quite soon. I'm going to finish this strand of hair. I don't like the throwing system being named tits. I might use it, but I'm not really all that interested in it at the moment. Can I scream? No, they're not actually corresponding to my voice. They are corresponding to how far my mouth is open. That's how I rigged it. So if I have my mouth closed, they aren't lit up. But if I open my mouth, you can see my pupils get white. That's how I rigged it up. I believe you can set it to your voice, but sometimes I'm talking and my mouth isn't open, or like it doesn't see my mouth is open. I just thought it would look a bit odd, so I went with like the far more simple way of doing it. It was inspired by my friend. Spacey's ears do the similar thing. I'm not sure if they will or do in her new model, but I was somewhat inspired by that to try it out, because I was like, it would make sense for me. And even more since I'm a robot, even though I did sort of copy her little in-ear headphone idea. I was like, well, you didn't copyright it, it's mine now. Just kidding. I don't have a gun holstered in my leg. Yeah. I mean, if I can bring up one thing really quick before I have to go. The same person just recently was making another Niji Sanji audition advice video, and I thought it was extremely irresponsible of him to encourage it. Because, like, he was like, oh, question of why I'm doing this. Well, I think it's still a good idea for you to audition for Niji Sanji because it could be really good connections for you even when you leave. Like, assuming that people would leave because it's an abusive work environment. But still, like, seemingly applying, encouraging them to apply because they could possibly get connections out of it. I'm like, dude, are you stupid? Don't encourage people to go there just for connections because they are likely going to get trauma from it. It's like, you could audition to far smaller agencies and get the same experience. You don't need to go there. It made me mad. I may honestly comment on the video. I just think this is really irresponsible. Because, like, you know exactly what they have done, and do you want to encourage your fans to go in and get, like, bullied? Do you want to do that? Are you doing that? I don't even care if you've gotten someone into Niji Sanji before, which you have. They left. And you should probably stop encouraging people to join. Think of the sick connections. What connections? The company is, the EN side of that company is just completely in the gutter. Niji is a VTuber company, Joe-kun. It is known for being extremely controversial and almost causing someone's death because of the bullying they received. It used to be a very popular agency with a lot of viewers behind it, but... Oh, so have a great day, C. Huffren. I did not get chapter 4 working, Red Laser. I decided to just draw Yarnaby instead. So I just think it's really not worth the connections if you have lasting, like, issues. Because I know, like, the people in V Shoujo who have left Niji have talked a lot about how their self-esteem was severely harmed by being in that company and how they felt like their like work was useless and that no one cared about them. And that they were regularly told that by both staff and other talents, and it's just like, I don't know why you would want to subject people to that. Like, to hell with the connections. What connections they even have left, because I'm pretty sure they barely support the EN side anymore given the disastrous state of it. Oh, well, Red, I might, like, put something in, like, the server later, but, like, right now I pretty much... Oh, I'm actually at the supposed 2 minutes late. I will have to go, because I do have to go and do something with my mom, so... I'm just finishing this other strand of hair that I ended up starting on, besides the one that I said I would stop when I finished earlier. And I guess I'll finish his line art tonight. I might shade him, like, later tomorrow or something, because I don't think I'll want to after having spent all day on his little hairdo. Because look at all this! We've had 2.5 hours and we've still gotten this far on his hair. This far. He's got so much more. Ridiculous. You ridiculous creature. Also, I don't like the way that looks. I'm gonna change that. But he and Catnap are replacing the inclusion of Cindy and Charlie. Cindy being Cindy the cat from Findings of Candies, and Charlie being from Playtime with Percy, because they're simply more fitting. Thank you, Roxy, for the super chat. Because when I started Love Quest, Catnap actually did not exist. So, and Yarnaby definitely didn't exist. So, that's why they weren't in there to begin with. Now that they are existing characters, and he has significantly interacted with these characters, it makes more sense for them to replace the previous two that he really hasn't had any interaction with. Even though I have nothing against Charlie or Cindy, I like them. And I will probably include their sprites in the, like, the game extras section so that people can still see them. But for now, later tonight or tomorrow, I will try and figure out... Oh, Loaf Quest, like bread. I think a lot of people are mishearing it as Love Quest. It is Loaf Quest. It is about cats. And Astral Spiff, sort of. At this point, it's only sort of. But I have to go now. So I will see you guys Thursday, and I will hopefully be able to keep you updated if I figure out how to get the game working. Or if we don't get it working, then we will see what else we can do, I suppose. Thank you for coming. And goodbye!